Larry's on coffee duty again this morning. Look at that! Do you want to help Mommy bake cookies today?
No?
No. No?
Well done, Minky.
Thanks, honey. Larry chose the white lights. That was for me, wasn't it? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. 9 raids. 9. Good morning. Larry's on coffee duty again this morning.
All done?
Gingerbread mug, that's fun. Hello.
Whoa!
See Mommy's coffee?
Yeah.
Yum. I was just telling Larry that I really need to buy a box of Kleenex because I'm blowing through toilet paper, blowing my nose. And toilet paper is expensive. We all know this. Probably so is Kleenex, but here's some Cheerios, bud.
Come.
Oh!
I bet you do.
No?
Let's find day 9. Where's day 9? Here it is. Look at that!
Oh.
Let me get it out for you.
Oh. Oh.
Whoop! There you go.
Wow, what's that?
It's an ice skate.
Nice.
Mmm.
That's like what Jack wears.
Is that good?
Oh, oh, oh.
Ho, 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 ho. Where's the Rudolph?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the snow?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you see a teddy bear?
No.
No?
Mm.
There's the teddy bear. Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's see what this one is. This is peppermint bark. Did you hear him try to say peppermint bark? That was a good job, buddy. That's a big word. Peppermint bark. You can sit up there. Go ahead. Do you want to help Mommy bake cookies today?
No?
No. No? I think Mommy's going to bake Ranger cookies. How does that sound? In those cookies, you have flour, brown sugar.
Yeah?
Well, it's light brown sugar. And then regular sugar. And then there's shortening. And then vanilla extract. And Rice Krispies. And oatmeal.
Yeah.
And then baking soda. Baking powder. And then you put it in the oven. And then you have delicious cookies. Does that sound good?
No.
Oh. Oh, we've resorted to hand feeding chocolate, huh? Here's your other piece. Hand feeding? You bougie baby. You say hi? Can you say peppermint bark?
Oh,
Peppermint bark. That's a long word.
Oh,
Good job. Peppermint bark. What did you step on? Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? What am I gonna do with you? We are in the kitchen and we are going to make Ranger cookies together. It is the evening now. This is not my baking zone. I'm usually a morning baker, but that just didn't work out today. Liam's probably wondering who I'm talking to because he just ran in here at 100 miles per hour. Where did Daddy go? He go outside?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
There he is. So it is 6:30 and I am gonna be making my grandma's Ranger cookies. This is my favorite cookie recipe. We're supposed to have family family cookie baking weekend this weekend. It is Monday. Larry and I are both still kind of like not well, especially myself. So we are canceling family cookie day weekend, which is so sad, but we don't want to risk getting everybody else sick and then them getting sick and then nobody able to get together for Christmas because we're all sick. So we are gonna make Ranger cookies together and it's gonna be great. If I remember, I will do my best to try and list this recipe down below. Every year I make these for Christmas. You guys ask for the recipe. It is honestly my favorite cookie ever. And I'm really excited to bake it. So I'm gonna set you guys down. I'm just gonna pour these ingredients in and then we'll get to baking. Why does this all, I am so great at baking. Did you see that? Oh, Mommy's whisk thing flew out. Is it even in there? I don't think it is. Why is it not going in?
No.
I know, Liam, why not? All right, there is our shortening. What? Why do I have chicken bouillon? That's not what I wanted. Definite mistake in the cookies. How pretty and fluffy that flour and baking soda, that whole mixture, it looks really pretty. But we're going to beat this all together And then we're going to fold in a cup of Rice Krispies, 2 cups of oatmeal, and a cup of walnuts. Can you show Mommy what you did?
Yeah.
You putting a bowl on your head. You look like a spaceman. This is everything. Now I'm gonna fold this all together. All right, here's what your batter should look like, and we're just gonna drop this by the spoonful on a baking sheet. And here they are, the best cookies ever. Batch number 2 is complete. I did not finish that entire bowl of cookies, so I did 2 batches of them, and we'll continue on with the batch of cookies tomorrow. And then a lot of you guys are asking how Larry and I are feeling. Not so wonderful. How are you feeling? We'll start with you.
Fair to Midland.
Fair to, like, what's your percentage?
I'd say I hover between 60 and 75.
Yeah, I mean, say I'm like sitting around the 40% zone. I almost feel like I have a sinus infection or something going on. I don't know, but I made Larry and I both in-person appointments because he has chest rattling noise going on. So I want to get that checked, and I kind of have the same thing, and it's a mess. So we're going into the doctor tomorrow. So I have a bright and early appointment. I'll go in, and then I come back home, and then Larry goes in the late afternoon. So we're gonna get more things figured out. But we need to do our advent calendars. We need to try these cookies, and then we need to do your guys' questions. So I picked 2, and then Larry went through and picked a bunch. So we'll go over that. But first things first, what do we want to try first? Do we want to try the cookie? Well, we've already tried the chocolate, but do you want the chocolate first from the advent calendar or the cookie?
Well, I think they've seen the calendars and they know the chocolate, but they don't know your cookies.
They don't know my cookies unless
So-
they've been here.
We should
Uh-oh, Larry.
do the cookies.
We gotta change this battery.
Oh no.
Let's take a bite of the cookie. Let's see if we survive the... Good cookies.
It's nice and crunchy until you bite into it, and then it just kind of
It's
disintegrates.
kind of like light and fluffy.
Well done, Minky.
Thanks, honey. So, I actually didn't put the full cup of sugar and the full cup of brown sugar in it this time. It was a little under, which I'm okay with.
I would not have known.
Here, Liam. He's in bed. It's 7:55. We got to bed late today. He went in around 7:30. We usually try to get him down around 7. But he's in there. Aww, at his owl. All right. Advent calendar time. Day number 9.
9.
That blows my mind how fast it's going. Guys, it's going wickedly fast. I feel like Liam did his advent forever ago. This morning seems like a lifetime ago. I had an ice skate. Well, we both have ice skates.
I was going to say. On the back it looks like a boot. But it's an ice skate.
And then, let me pull the questions that I found in my first hour of the video being up. I love reading your guys' comments on how much you're enjoying Vlogmas. A couple of you have said like it's the best Vlogmas ever so far that I have done, which is kind of a relief in a way because we're at home and we're sick. We haven't really got to do much and I feel like we're not doing enough, but we really can't right now. So the fact that you guys are loving it and enjoying it makes me very happy. So I'm glad about that.
Thank you for everyone's well wishes on getting better.
Oh yeah.
And all of the advice that they've offered with different types of treatments and things that we could try and do.
Speaking of that, you guys told me to do the honey, which I'm doing the honey, and then the Vicks. I have like a roll-on Vicks that's more of like a deodorant consistency. That is very meek and mild. So I like got the goop stuff. And I have that slathered on my chest and that is a lot more potent. The goop is good.
Like
so.
dippity-doo.
Yes. All right, this first one is from Melissa Prowl X5385. I have a question for hello. I have a question for a fellow history buff, Larry. Has he ever been to the Henry Ford Museum? It's such a great museum. Thank you so much for your vlogs. Welcome.
I have been there, and I agree. Henry Ford Museum is probably one of my favorite places to go. And if I could really make a weekend out of it, and we've done this before, we have used one whole day at Greenfield Village, which is absolutely amazing, and then followed that up with a whole day at Henry Ford Museum.
Yeah, Larry took me there a few years ago. They had the biggest, huge train I have ever seen in my life. Like, it was honestly kind of frightening.
Yeah.
How big it was to stand next to it. I was like, wow. Never seen anything like it. That museum is so cool. When Liam's a little bit older, would love to take him there. And of course, baby girl when she's a little bit older and they can like soak it in and love it and enjoy it. That would be amazing. This next one is from Double Sassy 2. Y'all folding laundry reminds me that I have a full basket to fold. I am praying that y'all are getting over the funk. Curious about any books that Larry has read this year and what he recommends as far as a good and historical accurate book to read. I'm throwing a curve at you. That's a big question.
Yes.
He has, okay, first of all, Larry has read like almost 40 books this year. Are you up to almost 40?
Actually, I think going to finish my 47th.
So
I'm
he
working
has
on
read,
now.
he's definitely read some books this year.
I'm not going to get to 50 though. I know that for sure.
But one off the top of your head that's a good one, historically accurate.
I'm going to throw one out that you probably have not heard about. It is historically accurate. It's called The Sky is Falling by Arthur Weingarten. July 28, 1945, a twin-engine B-25 Army bomber, lost in a blinding fog, crashes into the Empire State Building. A lot of stuff about this incident, and a lot of people don't even know it ever happened. I happen to have inside the book a copy at the front page of the Cleveland Plain Dealer of that event.
That's cool.
Now, Mary in Connecticut, you said something that made me laugh. I like snow on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then it can go back to 80 degrees. When I lived in Ohio, I complained a lot about the cold weather. I did not complain at all about how hot it got in summer. I enjoyed that. But I worked in retail for a long time, and a lot of people would say, oh, we have to have snow for Christmas, oh, we have to have snow for New Year's. Well, as soon as Christmas and New Year's was over and there was snow, they were the people that were complaining the loudest and the most about terrible snow.
I feel like you've just described me.
So that was kind of funny. I said, well, you wish for it, you got it. Kay Jewel, and I think she's asking for
Your two most favorite books.
Yeah, and yours also?
Would love to have Larry and you tell us your most, favorite 2 books. Mine are so different from yours.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. I think one of the books that I read that was the craziest book I've ever read, and I probably don't ever want to read it again, but
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
you might think it's the one that, the big thick one, but it's actually Verity by Colleen Hoover. I told you about the book when I was reading it. It was insane. And then it ended and I'm like, okay, but what do I believe now? Like it was that crazy. It was so good and so visual that I could see it in film. And then I just honestly...
Was that the one with the author and the...
Yes.
Yes.
Like the co-writer.
Yes.
And she comes in and lives at the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, A Little Life, that's the one that you were thinking of. That was the most depressing book I've ever read of my life. That upset me severely. That's a much deeper book. I wouldn't say that's one of my favorite books. No. I would say the Harry Potter series, and I know I'm saying the series, but it's just so light and magical and happy and brings a lot of joy, and so I love that. So those are my 2 picks.
I thoroughly enjoyed the history behind Clint Hill's 5 Days in November, I believe is what it's called. He was the Secret Service agent that was behind President Kennedy's limousine in Dallas and jumped up on the back of the limousine as the shooting was happening. And that's one of his books. He's written several, but that was something that was hard to put down. And again, I'll go back to the Eric Larson book on the Devil in the White City with the Chicago World's Fair.
Okay, so those are your 2 picks.
Yeah.
Those good ones.
Pam in Mansfield was hoping to get a shout out. And of course from Mansfield, we have to give a shout out to Mansfield, Ohio.
That we do.
Yeah. So if there's
Hi, Pam.
several things in Ohio that we miss, I think the reformatory is one of them, the building, and just met a whole ton of really nice people associated with that, and we hope they're all doing well. Someone was concerned why I'm not in the Vlogmas intros.
It's a great question. I filmed that intro on Vlogmas Day 1, and that is the day that Larry found out he had flu A, and he was asleep on the couch when Liam and I were decorating the tree, and when we got we didn't know yet. So that intro was being filmed that day because I didn't want to pre-record an intro. He was asleep on the couch when Liam and I were decorating the tree. He got up, we did his test, he was flu A positive, and then he hibernated in the bedroom for the rest of the day. So that is why Larry is not in the Vlogmas intro, which I even said was disappointing, but...
I was diseased with germ and reeked of sick.
So next year we're gonna have to make up for this and pray to God that we're all very healthy for Vlogmas and this does not happen. That way we can all be in the Vlogmas intro.
Yes.
But he's in the vlogs.
I'm in the vlogs.
He's in the vlogs.
Trista wants to know if I've ever been or if we've ever been to Australia. And that is one place I have never been to.
We'll have to go.
Yes. Foo Berry Girl would like to know where you got your beautiful crystal nutcracker ornament.
I'm gonna... Cracker Barrel or Hobby Lobby? I'm pretty sure. Cracker Barrel has very beautiful ornaments. Of course, so does Hobby Lobby. I almost want to say that was Cracker Barrel.
Shannon would like to know if we went on a cruise anywhere, where would we go on a cruise at?
I'm thinking Alaskan cruise.
Yeah.
I really want to see that. I want to see all the wildlife and the mountains, and it's just, it always looks so beautiful.
And if we can't do Alaska, maybe we can go to Australia.
Do they cruise to Australia? That would be a long cruise.
That would be a long cruise.
That would be like a month.
Christopher wants to know if I read war books or have any favorite war movies. I have a lot of war books, World War I, World War II. I was gifted about, geez, 6 or 8 books on the USS Indianapolis, and thank you for that gift. I've enjoyed reading those immensely. Along with just the Oppenheimer history and a lot of that stuff. So yes, and not so much war movies. I'd say probably the one we've watched is Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Question for me from Oklahoma. Macy wants to know if I have ever read Killers of the Flower Moon. I have not, but I'm familiar with that. The flower moon is what the Indian tribes named. You know, you have the harvest moon in October.
Mm-hmm.
The flower moon is, I think, in May. And there was, is it the Osage tribe? Had land rights for a large parcel of land that they found was rich in oil. And once they found out there was oil there and there was a possibility that they were going to get rich, well, guess what? Their luck went down.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's about my familiarity with that particular incident and the things that went on. And that's another thing that's probably like a lot of the other ones we've talked about, where it's an historical event, but it's going to just keep snowballing with all the stuff that happens to people and different things. So it's my understanding there are still some people that do get checks every year, but I don't know for how much or what their financial status is. And I think that's it.
Very good. Great questions, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for watching today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys try the cookie recipe. And we will finish our cookies tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a bit of a runaround day / home day. So I'll be out and then you'll be out, but it'll be a fun day and I'm excited. And we'll see what else we've got going on with us, so that's good. And anyways, love you guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.